Okay, so here's the last problem. A company's revenue from selling X units of an item is given as R equals 1000X minus X squared dollars. Okay, so that's the function. So if sales are increasing at a rate of 80 per day, find how rapidly revenue is growing when 380 units have been sold. Okay, so a couple of things. We know that this is going to be a related rates problem because we know that things are increasing at a particular rate. So this one, we know that it's going to be related rates. So we have our equation. So our equation wasn't the same as when I gave you here the volume or when I gave you the surface area. In this case, I actually gave you some sort of other type of function. So it wasn't a regular formula. A geometric formula. So this is going to be 1000x minus x squared. Okay, so what we want to do first is, okay, well, we know that it's changing with respect to time, so that means that we're going to go ahead and take the derivative with respect to time. So I'm going to add a d over dt. This one's also going to get a d over dt, and this one's also going to get a d over dt. Okay, now since we're not differentiating with respect to x, and we're differentiating with respect to t, everyone's going to get d of the letter divided by t. So the derivative of r is just going to be 1 times dr over dt. Okay, is equal to the derivative with respect to t of 1000x is just going to be 1000, and now I'm going to add a dx over dt. So the letter in this case was x. Minus the derivative of x squared is just 2x, and now I'm going to add another dx over dt. Okay? So now what we want to figure out is we know that the sales are increasing at a rate of 80 per day. So that's just dx over dt. dx over dt is just going to be 80. Okay? We want to figure out how rapidly is the revenue growing. So that's what we're looking for, dr over dt. So what we want to figure out. So this is just going to be dr over dt is equal to 1000 dx over dt, that's just 80, minus 2 times, well, how many units did we sell? X in this case was 380. So this is 380 dx over dt, that's just equal to 80. Okay, so now let's go ahead and put that all into my calculator. I get 1000 times 80 minus 2 times 380 times 80. What I'm gonna get is 19,200. Okay, this is the rate at which is growing. So it's gonna be dollars per day. Okay, this is how much is growing when 380 units have been sold. Okay, all right. So these were the two different types of problems. So I gave two geometric problems where they're some sort of formula, and you either have a sphere or a cone or a cylinder, and that is increasing or decreasing. And then you also have something that's more business-like. Okay, so here are those problems that I just gave you are problems that are could be on the exam, and I want you to really be able to know how to do all of them. Okay.